What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Arccway, a new direction of the modern man. And today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to dress like Shia Labeouf. So when it comes down to Shia, we're gonna break down the style, 3 characteristics that I truly believe as a stylist that you guys can implement from his style into yours, just to elevate your game a step further. If you really want to pull off his look, it has to have a rugged look. The t-shirts have to be worn in, the pants have to be ripped. Let's go. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys share with someone you do know. Also subscribe at the bottom there so you guys get the latest content updates while I'll be posting on this channel right to your phone. And also give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys know Shia Labeouf, you guys probably seen his acting before, maybe in Holes, Fury, Formers. We got a list goes on and on, but today we're talking about his style because I really want to get into it. His style is really unmatchable. It's really himself, and Shia Labeouf is someone I actually really want to break down the style so you guys can get influenced by it and also pick pieces that you guys like about his style. First thing I actually want to get into is that he wears a lot of vintage wear. So vintage wear, things that you've probably seen in the past but you can't pick up now. You can really find a lot of vintage wear in thrift stores, bargain shops, where they basically sell old t-shirts for a discounted price. I've just scrolling through the computer right here, but there's a lot of vintage things, especially with big labels, big logos. So Shia Labeouf does wear a lot of vintage wear. So if you see anything with like big logos or small logos or like letter text, these are a lot of things that actually came from like the 70s to the 80s to the 90s, that kind of what he's wearing now. So, and along the line of the vintage wear that he does wear on a day-to-day basis, he wears a lot of baggy clothes, I noticed too. So his pants are usually skinny. That's kind of like the mid-80s vibe where I was gonna get into next. But for the vintage, he wears big baggy clothes, especially something that's kind of oversized on the coat or the jacket or like the sweater. He kind of likes a little extra room. It seems like he doesn't like anything too tight up top. You can just see through a lot of his wears that he wears a lot of sweatshirts, a lot of outdoor hoodies, a lot of jackets, oversized things, stuff that actually have a statement, stuff that has something that catches people's eye. He likes that vintage look and it's kind of his signature within his own style. The next point I actually want to get into is that he has the mid-80s vibes. If you guys have seen Back to the Future of Michael J. Fox, you can see him wearing the Nikes, you can see him wearing the slim pair of pants, and is really tapered at the ankles there. So that's what he kind of really adapts to within his own style, Shia Labeouf style. You can really see him wearing a lot of pants that are highly cropped, and the socks are usually showing. That's kind of his signature. For me personally, that's something I kind of adapted to myself. I kind of like rolling up my pants on a day-to-day basis. I like my ankles showing. If it's my socks, it matches the shoes. So when it comes down to Shia Labeouf, he typically wears, if it's his streetwear, he typically wears cropped pants, he shows his socks, and he wears sneakers. If he's not wearing sneakers, it's combat boots. It's always going to be combat boots. And the great thing about him doing this is that he wears it really well. So whether it's a skinny pair of jeans with like combat boots, he usually tucks in the t-shirt or he leaves it out with that vintage tee, and it kind of really complements his overall style. And some next characteristic I want to get into with Shia is that he's a nomad. So a nomad is someone that typically can adapt to anywhere, someone that experiments with change, someone who's comfortable with being put in the dead center of an island and they can basically live that lifestyle. So he has a nomadic style where he can just adapt and wear what he wants, and he loves to experiment. You can see him going through different phases, especially through his facial hair. You can see him go through different changes. The thing about Nomad is that's great about it is that you can adapt to change, and this is what Shia does very, very well. Even when it comes down to his facial hair, his grooming, which I'll be getting into as well. The thing about Shia is that he doesn't like getting into anything that's too preppy. The only time it seems like it's preppy or it's like kind of suited down red carpet event is if he's on a red carpet. Anytime after that or before that, he's typically in streetwear. He doesn't really wear casual wear unless he needs to. One thing I like to get into is his grooming. So he's always changing up his grooming. So if you guys are out there, you guys want to try some new styles with your grooming, I always suggest you experiment, see what works for you, especially this time of quarantine. Get out there, try to figure something out for yourself. Try something that doesn't work, try something that does work. You never know until you experiment. So Shia Labeouf loves to experiment with his facial hair, his haircut. I encourage you to look at what Shia has, or should look at what Shia has done before, and just pick out things that you do like, if you do like his overall style. And the one thing with Shia Labeouf, if you really want to pull off his look, is that you can't come clean with it. You can't look clean. It has to have a rugged look. The t-shirts have to be worn in, the pants have to be ripped. You have to be able to get yourself a little dirty if you need to. So I noticed with his style is that nothing ever looks clean, nothing ever looks crisp. He just throws it on, wears it. That's him, that's his style. That's what makes him him. So at the end of the day, pick out pieces of what you like about Shia, apply it to your style. Let me know how it goes. So I hope you guys like this video of me breaking down Shia's outfits, so you guys have some characteristic tips where you guys can apply them into your own style to get your game up to the next level. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you guys comment in the section down below. Let me know whoever it is. It can be a public figure, it can be a celebrity. Just put it in the comment section down below. I'll check out all the comments. And also subscribe to the channel so you guys get more updates on Arccway. And one more thing, guys. If you guys know anyone that wants to improve their self-care, their grooming, or their style, definitely send them to this channel. Make sure to check out Arccway, and I'll see you guys, and I'll see new people in the next video. Peace.